Welcome back to Business English Class, where we give you the tools to speak success into reality. I'm David.
And I'm Emma. In today's episode, we're giving you 20 negotiation phrases that will make you sound confident even if you're nervous on the inside.
Whether you're negotiating a salary, closing a deal, or trying to get a better contract, these phrases will help you sound in control and professional. Our first phrase is a fantastic one to start with. Let's find a solution that works for both of us.
This really sets a collaborative tone from the very beginning. It signals that you're looking for a win-win outcome, emphasizing mutual benefit rather than taking a hardline stance.
And while it sounds cooperative, it also subtly communicates that you're not going to be easily walked over. You're committed to a solution that truly serves both parties. Moving on to our second powerful phrase. Can you walk me through your thinking on that?
This is such a brilliant way to gain deeper insight into the other party's rationale. It's a powerful question that invites them to explain their perspective without making them feel accused or defensive.
Exactly. It encourages transparency, helping you truly understand where they're coming from. It's about gathering information, not confrontation, which is key to a productive negotiation. Now for our third phrase, which is the real game changer for taking control. Here's what I propose.
This statement allows you to confidently take the lead in the conversation. You're not waiting for them to make the next move.
That's right. It lets you clearly present your ideas and proactively guide the negotiation forward, setting the agenda rather than reacting to theirs. It shows you've thought things through and are ready to act. Moving on to phrase number 4, and this one is fantastic for respectful disagreement. I appreciate your offer, but here's what I had in mind.
Exactly. This phrase allows you to acknowledge what the other party has put forward. You're showing that you've heard them and you respect their proposal.
But then it smoothly transitions into introducing your own alternative. It's a way to disagree respectfully, keeping the tone positive and constructive rather than shutting down the conversation. It shows you're engaged and ready to find common ground. Now for phrase number 5. Help me understand how you reach that figure.
This is a really polite but also firm way to challenge numbers or any kind of proposal. Instead of immediately saying, no, that's too high, or that doesn't work, you're asking for clarification.
It prompts the other party to explain their calculations or their reasoning behind their offer. It's a powerful way to gather more information without sounding confrontational or outright rejecting their claim, allowing you to understand their logic before you respond. Moving on to phrase number 6. I'm confident we can get to an agreement.
This phrase is fantastic for building trust and keeping that positive momentum going. When you say this, you're expressing optimism and a clear belief that a successful resolution is possible for both parties.
It truly fosters a collaborative spirit. You're showing that you're in this to find a solution together, not to battle it out, which makes the other person feel more at ease and willing to work with you. Now for phrase number 7. That doesn't quite work for me. Here's an alternative.
This is a powerful phrase because it allows you to clearly say no without shutting down the conversation. You're not just refusing, you're immediately showing flexibility and a proactive approach to finding a solution.
Exactly. It demonstrates that you're engaged in problem solving and willing to explore other paths rather than just hitting a brick wall. It keeps the negotiation moving forward. Moving on to our 8th phrase. Let's put all the options on the table.
This phrase is excellent for fostering a truly open environment. Instead of sticking to just one or two fixed positions, it invites a comprehensive discussion of all possible solutions. It signals that you're interested in creative solutions.
Right. It shows you're not trying to force a single outcome, but rather exploring every angle to find the best possible agreement for everyone involved. It expands the conversation instead of narrowing it. Now for phrase number 9, what would it take for you to feel comfortable moving forward?
This is an incredibly insightful question. It helps you uncover the other party's core priorities and concerns directly. You're asking them to tell you what they need.
Exactly. It helps you identify the key elements required to reach a mutually satisfying agreement, moving beyond assumptions and getting right to the heart of their motivations. Moving on to phrase number 10. Based on what we've discussed, here's what I can offer.
This phrase is excellent because it clearly demonstrates that you've been actively listening and carefully considering everything that's been said so far. It shows respect for the ongoing dialogue.
Precisely. It positions your counteroffer not as a rigid demand, but as a thoughtful and reasoned response, directly based on the previous conversation. You're showing that you've processed their input. Now for our 11th phrase, we have, "That's an interesting perspective. Here's mine."
This is a really smooth way to introduce a differing viewpoint without sounding dismissive or confrontational. It acknowledges what the other person has said, which is always important.
Exactly. It ensures the conversation remains respectful while giving you the opportunity to present your alternative outlook clearly and confidently. It's about presenting your side without tearing down theirs. Now for phrase number 12. "I think we're getting close."
This statement is fantastic for signaling progress and maintaining a positive energy during a negotiation. It reinforces the idea that a resolution is within reach.
Absolutely. It encourages continued effort from both sides, keeping everyone engaged and focused on reaching that agreement. It's about building momentum. Moving on to phrase number 13. Let's focus on the key points we agree on.
This is a really useful technique for building rapport and reducing any tension that might have built up. By highlighting areas where you already have consensus, you create a more positive atmosphere.
Exactly. It provides a solid foundation, allowing you to address the more challenging issues from a place of agreement rather than starting from a point of disagreement. It helps keep the negotiation constructive. Now for phrase number 14. "If we can agree on X, I'm prepared to move forward."
This phrase is excellent for setting a very clear condition for progress. You're defining a specific requirement that, once met, allows the negotiation to take a definitive step forward.
It's a powerful way to guide the discussion towards a close. You're essentially saying, "Here's what I need, and if we get there, we can finalize this." It adds clarity and momentum, making it easier for both sides to see the path to agreement. And now for phrase number 15, I want to make sure I understand. You're saying,
This phrase is absolutely essential for clarifying information and preventing misunderstandings. It's about ensuring that both parties are truly on the same page and fully comprehend each other's positions.
exactly. It's a simple but powerful way to pause, reflect, and confirm. By rephrasing what you think you heard, you give the other person a chance to correct you or elaborate, which saves a lot of trouble down the line and build a stronger foundation for agreement. Moving on to phrase number 16, "I'm willing to consider that if..."
This phrase is fantastic because it demonstrates flexibility while still keeping you in control. It allows you to show willingness to compromise, but only under specific, self-defined conditions. You're not just giving in entirely.
That's right. It's about setting boundaries and creating a win-win scenario where your concession is tied to a benefit or condition that's important to you. It keeps the negotiation moving forward without sacrificing your position. Now, for phrase number 17, let's revisit this part once we've covered everything else.
This is such a smart tactic. It's perfect for when you're getting stuck on a single contentious point and the conversation just isn't moving forward.
Exactly. It prevents you from getting bogged down and allows the negotiation to continue flowing. You ensure all aspects are addressed before circling back to that tricky point with a fresh perspective or perhaps new leverage.
It keeps the momentum going and signals that you're focused on the overall agreement, not just winning every single battle.
Moving on to phrase number 18. "I understand your constraints. Here's how we can work within them."
This phrase is a masterclass in balancing empathy with practical problem solving. It shows the other party that you've truly listened to and acknowledged their limitations or challenges.
Yes, it's about validating their position while immediately pivoting to finding a solution. You're saying, "I hear you, and I'm still committed to making this work."
By proactively offering ways to work within their boundaries, you're building trust and keeping the path open for an agreement rather than just hitting a roadblock.
Let's move on to phrase number 19. "We both have a lot to gain by agreeing today."
This statement is fantastic for reminding the other party of the mutual benefits of reaching a prompt agreement. It encourages a timely resolution.
Exactly. It shifts the focus from potential losses or concessions to the shared positive outcomes and the forward momentum you both stand to gain.
It's a powerful way to nudge the negotiation towards a close by emphasizing why it's in everyone's best interest to finalize things now.
And finally, our 20th phrase. Let's finalize this so we can both move ahead.
This is a truly confident closing statement. It pushes for commitment and brings the negotiation to a decisive conclusion, emphasizing the forward momentum and mutual benefit of finalizing the agreement.
It's assertive without being aggressive. You're saying, we've done the work, we understand each other, now let's make this official and start moving forward together. It's a clear signal that you're ready to close.
Now, to give you a clearer picture of how these phrases work in action, let's do a quick mini role play. So, I'll start with a common negotiation hurdle. We really can't go any higher than this price.
I understand your constraints. Here's how we can work within them, but I'd like to revisit the delivery schedule so it works for us too.
Notice how that keeps the conversation open and constructive. Even when faced with a no on one point, David acknowledges it, offers a path forward, and immediately shifts to another area where there's room to negotiate. It's about finding that balance.
The key to these phrases isn't just memorizing them. It's saying them with a steady tone, calm body language, and clear pacing.
Use them in your next negotiation, and you'll sound confident, capable, and in control.
Thanks for listening to Business English Class. If you found this useful, share it with a friend who has a negotiation coming up.